Korolev, the chief designer of spaceships, created first satellites and spaceships, and his ideas are still used even nowadays.
You can see the sleeping cabin for the astronauts and cosmonauts to sleep. There are two of them on both sides. Here in the middle of the station you can see the place where the cosmonauts sit and have their meal. And you see it's the modern, as I say, microwave. Of course it's not a modern microwave, it's the special place to heat the food. And here you can see special places for drinks, bread, napkins, scissors, the main course, a place for a fork and for a spoon. Here you can see two drinks. So here they sleep, eat, drink, and above there are some canisters with oxygen inside.
Well, actually, even scientists believe that if it is your first time when you have touched the meteorite, your wishes will come true.
Now you can see the city. On the left, the Neva River. Far away, a tall spire, this is the fortress of Peter and Paul. And on the opposite side, on the opposite bank, you can see fire. Food stores are burning. When they were burning, people came up to them and collected snow with some remains of food. They hoped to feed their children with it, because there was no food. It didn't save people from hunger, from there. And if you look to the left, you will see a woman in a black coat. Can you see her? She was going to bury some of her dear people, but she didn't do it. She died herself. She died of starvation. Many people fell in the streets of Leningrad, and there was nowhere to bury them because too many people died. If you look up, you will see 8 Nazi bombers, U-88. They are flying away after dropping bombs on the city. Under the bridge, there is a woman with water. There was no water from 1941, and people often took water from the river, from the Neva River, from the Fontanka River.
Well, it's got to be meeting the Russian cosmonauts and just seeing how beautiful the buildings here are. So, yeah.
My thing is the way that Russians actually behaved and reacted to us, because I was expecting them to shun us and ignore us, but actually been really helpful. Yeah.
I think the hospitality and the personalities of everyone at Varshaden at the school we visited, it was brilliant.
I think the programme has been inspirational for our students, and I am looking forward to some of them taking part in the International Space Olympics.
Best impression of Russia, I think, would have to be meeting the cosmonauts and realising how brave they were to go and do what they did.
I thought the best experience I've had this week is going to the Russian school and seeing all the Russian leaders my age. Yeah, I thought that was really good.
The best part of the week for me was meeting the cosmonauts, because it's like a real honour to actually meet someone who's been in space that you probably only see on telly.
The best part was when I was meeting new people and trying different foods from what I normally eat, so that was
very warm impressions about Russia and the Russian people, and the great reception that we've received and all the help and support that we've had. High spots, many high spots as a visit. Meeting 2 Russian cosmonauts was an absolutely wonderful experience, but also the chance to see some Russian culture and visit Moscow and Red Square in the Kremlin was absolutely outstanding.
Meeting the cosmonauts was an amazing experience for me, and getting an insight into Russian culture has been fantastic, and it's been very easy for us to do that because of our guides. Our English-speaking guides were so good that we were really able to understand everything that they were telling us, which was fantastic as well.
My favourite was probably going to the school and meeting lots of new people, because they were really kind.
It's probably been the hospitality of all the Russians. It's been a very nice stay, and I've enjoyed every moment of it.
I think it's been great, educational. I've enjoyed meeting all the cosmonauts, and I thank you all for your hospitality.
I like to see all the cultural differences and the fact that they accepted both science and religion at the same time.
I liked that we got to meet like the cosmonauts and stuff, and like they were really friendly and stuff, and like to answer questions so we could learn more information. It was really nice.
I like going to Red Square and meeting all the cosmonauts and seeing all the historical buildings.
Same here. I liked the cathedrals with the domes, and I thought that was fascinating how they survived.
Everything has been great. I think the best part about it is everyone in Russia's really friendly.
Well, all the sites have been good, like the buildings, the Kremlin and stuff, and the hospitality's been really good.
Best impression was meeting both the cosmonauts. I was really interested.
And we were really happy to get both their autographs, and it was nice. And it was nice to really talk to them about their experiences, and we enjoyed learning about the history of Russia as well.
I think that one of the best bits was getting to meet the cosmonauts and going to places that ordinary people can't go, like Mission Control Centre, and I think the hospitality's been brilliant as well.
I thought everything was good in its own right.
I thought meeting the cosmonauts and going to Red Square was amazing.
I think that the country's been absolutely beautiful, and I've enjoyed all the space activities. I think my favourite part was going to Star City and seeing all the different models of spaceships and things, and that was really cool. And going in a real life-size model, and I just love the culture here.
My best impression is, well, my favourite thing was Mission Control. It was amazing. Visiting it was, well, it's just like everything you've seen on the TV, and then knowing that everything has happened there. It's truly amazing.
I like the architecture of Russia. I really liked the St. Basil's Cathedral. It's very beautiful.
I like the Kremlin. It's really interesting to see all the things.
My favourite thing and best impression about Russia is the history and the architecture, especially from Ivan IV and before the communism started in Russia, because it's all very interesting and intricate.
I thought it was the architecture of the churches, the dedication to the religion.
My first impression was how grand and spectacular all the designs of the buildings are, and not just that, but also at the camp in particular, how welcoming everyone's been towards us, and it just sets a really good impression because, you know, we all really appreciate it. Yeah, so
I really liked all the buildings, the amazing buildings, and again, all the nice people.
The religion and the culture is very complex and different, and my app's cool, just saying.
My best impression of Russia was just to be here, because I never imagined that I'd be a year in Russia. It's just been a great experience all week. I wish I could come again, and if I can, I will.
My best impression's been going to all the war museums, science museums, and going to things like the cathedrals and seeing the Russian culture.
I think there's been enough relationship this week for me to think that we will have a long-lasting relationship and we will have exchanges, and that will be brilliant.
I think we've enjoyed meeting the cosmonauts first and foremost as being the most significant thing. The trip to Star City was absolutely fantastic, and it was great to see how the astronauts train. That's all the space activity has been very exciting right the way through the week. But there's been some important cultural understanding that's happened as well. And we've enjoyed visiting the historic sites, but also I've really enjoyed going to the kindergarten and the schools, meeting the staff and meeting the children. That's been a really uplifting experience.
I was very pleased that the mayor came to the event. Very pleased to meet him and the chairman of the Education Committee.